I'm Troy Kirby with a quick look at the 2022 Washington State legislative session. The Senate Transportation Committee continued its public testimony of Senate Bill 5974, which would expand the taxing authority on export fuel, raise the cost of gas by 10 cents a gallon, and increase the overall commitment to climate change initiatives in our state.
Additional investment is still needed. Many of the projects started in this package can't be completed without additional future funding. There are 6 more projects of regional priority that haven't received any funding, and this package doesn't provide funds for maintenance and preservation of county projects or replacement of county culverts.
We are here today in enthusiastic support of Move Ahead Washington. We want to extend our sincere gratitude for your significant investment in transportation infrastructure across the state, but particularly in Snohomish County. We recognize that there are still some conversations to be had, particularly around revenue, but we are hopeful that through negotiations, legislators will come to an agreement on a transportation package that works for all of Washingtonians.
We've identified the current configuration of I-5 across the Nisqually as a matter of urgency for the tribe, our salmon, our treaty rights, transportation, the local economy, and our national security. This is a unique project with a unique opportunity to solve a myriad of intersecting issues and interests and risk.
Thurston County appreciates that you have included the I-5 Nisqually Delta project as one of your priorities in this proposal. Thank you. This is a top regional priority for our county. Many of you know firsthand the importance of keeping this key stretch of I-5 open. We all saw the disruption of flow along this stretch of I-5 when the tragic train derailment happened in December 2017. It not only affected people driving back and forth to get to their homes and jobs, it also had a strong impact on commercial traffic and our regional economy.
Sound Transit's light rail extensions are the most climate-friendly transportation projects in the state and are worthy of a stronger partnership and additional considerations. Our board's legislative priority is to seek state funding to help address affordability gaps for some of our voter-approved projects. Your proposal is a positive step related to future access investments, and we appreciate being included.
This decade is probably the most critical one for us as a state to really contemplate what actions we need to take to dramatically decrease our carbon footprint. And we all know the outsized influence that transportation has on our environment.
I just had a question, a little bit of nostalgia, since I was at the Seattle World's Fair and rode the monorail and experienced that when I was a teenager. What other funds do you have in mind that might augment these transportation dollars for completion of your project with the Seattle monorail?
I'll answer that one quickly, Senator Sheldon. I think we are working diligently with the city of Seattle as well as the federal delegation to try to identify matching funds that would support the completion of this project. We also, as an organization, are trying to identify additional private funds that we can bring to the table, just as we were able to for the similar improvements that we were able to make on the Westlake Center side.
The Port operates transportation facilities to promote economic development, and this proposal provides critical support for that work. The Puget Sound Gateway is a key freight route, serving ever-increasing cargo shipping demand, and we are pleased to see it fully funded here.
Time and time again, we have said invest in transportation and invest in infrastructure. So with that in mind, we are here today in support of the Move Ahead Washington package. We want to thank Chair Leas and Chair Phi for finishing what we started when it comes to critical last mile freight connectors, like the Puget Sound Gateway and like the Interstate 5 Port of Tacoma Road interchange.
Since 1962, the monorail has been the fastest way to travel between downtown and Seattle Center. And next month, the monorail celebrates its 60th year in service. Last year, through private funding in partnership with Seattle Kraken, we made improvements to revitalize the monorail's downtown station at Westlake Center. These updates were focused on increasing capacity and improving passenger experience to meet increased ridership demand.
Thank you for watching the 2022 Washington State legislative session.